On a night filled with expectation, the city stood ready for another unforgettable football story. Thousands of voices echoed around the stadium as Portugal walked onto the pitch, carrying the hopes of an entire nation. Across from them stood a determined Poland side that had no intention of making life easy. 90 minutes remained between glory and disappointment, and every player understood what was at stake. The spotlight naturally followed Cristiano Ronaldo. Even after everything he has achieved, the legendary forward continued to chase new memories and new records. Every touch of the ball was greeted with excitement because the supporters believed that something special could happen at any moment. Football has a unique way of creating magic when the greatest players step onto the biggest stages, and this night promised exactly that. The match began with surprising intensity. Poland refused to sit back and defend. Instead, they pressed with confidence and attacked with purpose. Their quick passing forced Portugal to stay alert, while Diego Costa was called into action, with several important saves that kept the home side level. Every dangerous attack reminded Portugal that this would not be an easy evening. Portugal tried to settle into their rhythm through patient possession and clever movement. Bruno Fernandes searched for spaces between the lines, while Bernardo Silva worked tirelessly to control the tempo. Rafael Leao used his speed to stretch the Polish defense, and Nuno Mendes charged forward whenever an opportunity appeared. Even so, Poland remained organized and disciplined, making every chance difficult to create. As the first half continued, the tension inside the stadium grew stronger. Every missed opportunity brought gasps from the crowd, while every successful tackle was celebrated with thunderous applause. It felt like the match was waiting for one moment of brilliance to completely change its direction. That moment, finally, arrived after the break. Portugal returned to the field looking sharper, faster, and far more aggressive. Their passing became quicker. Their movement became more confident. Suddenly, Poland found themselves chasing shadows as the home side began taking complete control of the game. The breakthrough was a masterpiece of teamwork. A flowing move started deep inside the Portuguese half before sweeping forward with incredible speed. The final pass split the defense perfectly, and Rafael Leao timed his run to perfection before calmly finishing the move. The stadium erupted with pure joy as Portugal finally had the lead they had been searching for. Scoring the opening goal transformed the entire atmosphere. Portugal played with complete freedom while Poland struggled to recover. Every attack from the home side looked dangerous, and every touch seemed filled with confidence. Then came the moment everyone had been waiting for. Portugal won a penalty, and Cristiano Ronaldo stepped forward. The entire stadium fell silent. Thousands of eyes watched every movement as one of football's greatest legends prepared for another defining moment. Ronaldo showed remarkable composure before delicately lifting the ball straight down the middle of the goal. The goalkeeper could only watch as the ball crossed the line. The silence lasted only a fraction of a second before the stadium exploded with celebration. Ronaldo spread his arms wide as teammates surrounded him while the fans celebrated another unforgettable chapter in his extraordinary career. With the pressure lifted, Portugal became unstoppable. Bruno Fernandes produced a stunning strike from distance that flew into the net with incredible power. It was the kind of goal that leaves both teammates and opponents frozen in admiration. The midfielder celebrated with passion, knowing he had helped place Portugal firmly in control. The attacking football continued without mercy. Quick passing, clever movement, and relentless energy overwhelmed the Polish defense. Ronaldo once again demonstrated that great players create opportunities not only by scoring, but also by helping others shine. His vision and awareness created another opening, and Portugal finished the move brilliantly to extend their advantage even further. By now, the supporters were enjoying every second. Songs echoed around the stadium as every successful pass received loud applause. Portugal looked fearless, confident, and completely united. Then came the most memorable moment of the evening. A cross floated perfectly into the penalty area where Cristiano Ronaldo adjusted his body in a split second. Time seemed to slow as he launched himself into the air before connecting with a spectacular acrobatic finish that crashed into the net. It was a goal filled with balanced technique, timing, and years of experience. Even football fans without allegiance could only admire the brilliance of the finish. The celebration said everything. Ronaldo smiled with pure satisfaction while teammates rushed toward him, knowing they had witnessed something extraordinary. The crowd rose to their feet with deafening cheers, celebrating another magical moment from a player who has spent his entire career creating unforgettable memories. Poland refused to surrender, completely and eventually found a late goal after a determined attack. It was a deserved reward for their effort, but it could not change the outcome of the contest. Portugal had simply been too strong, too clinical, and too confident throughout the second half. When the final whistle echoed around the stadium, the scoreboard told the complete story. Portugal 5, Poland 1. The victory secured Portugal's place in the next stage, but the result alone could never fully describe the emotions of the night. This was an evening filled with passion, determination, teamwork, and moments of breathtaking quality. For Cristiano Ronaldo, it was another reminder that greatness is not measured only by trophies or statistics. It is measured by the ability to inspire millions of people every time you step onto the pitch. Even after so many unforgettable years, he continues to produce moments that capture the imagination of football fans across the world. Portugal left the field with confidence, knowing they had delivered one of their finest performances, while their supporters walked away believing that even bigger nights could still be waiting. Football always creates stories that remain alive long after the final whistle. This match became one of those stories. A night when teamwork met brilliance. A night when belief became reality. A night when Cristiano Ronaldo once again reminded the world why his name will forever be remembered among the greatest players the game has ever seen.